Hello everybody. Good morning, it's Patrick, or good afternoon. Your friendly neighborhood shaman, and wow, what a week. As you can tell, I'm running a little behind. I've had some snafus this week and a couple of having to pivot and set different time for things, but we're here. We are here right now. You are here with me in the woods. Listen to the breeze through the leaves, this dappled woodland path coming with me down to the river. This portal. We're literally going through a portal right here. To come down to the river. This is the path I get to walk every single day when I come down here. Just thought I'd like to show you and share with you, give you a better understanding of where we are. This lovely little little incline here. I feel like Bob Ross, and a lovely little tree lives here, and we'll put a little bush here, and here is the river, and over here is my spot where I come to do ceremony on my own and to do my videos with you every week. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Obviously, I'm running a little behind what was planned, but, you know, a shaman is never late. A shaman is never early. The shaman gets there when he means to. So I had double booked myself this morning. I had to take care of a client before I came down, so I had to shift the time. Thank you for your patience. Oofda. All right. Woo. All right. It'll just take me a couple minutes here to get set up. Okay. Let's see. Is that gonna work? La la la. That'll work. So welcome. Take a breath. Arrive in this moment. There is nothing but here. There is nothing but now. All right. Well, let me kind of start over as I am setting up my altar. I called you all here today as I'm setting up. I'll just give you some background on why I'm here, why I decided to do this, and it's the 4th of July. Happy 4th, happy birthday, America, and many more. I don't normally watch the news, but I get inklings of what I need to know from the news on like social media, etc. And there have been some frankly really scary things unfolding in the government. And with really scary possibilities, right? And I wanted to come in on the surface. I'm an old hippie that wants to meditate for peace. That's surface, right? Deeper than that, I'm a shaman. I've been a shaman for quite some time. Even before that, my whole life has been spiritual. I have been doing this work literally for decades. And that's what I bring. I wanted to come to do sacred pipe ceremony with you. It's the most sacred ceremony, and I'll explain in a minute why. And to give maybe a different perspective on things, different possibilities of things than anyone else is saying. I know my voice is a unique voice. And admittedly, there's the monkey brain part of me, the imposter syndrome part of me, that's like, well, what do I have to say that other people don't? Well, that's what we're both gonna find out. I sat down actually earlier with pen and paper, and I was gonna make notes. I was gonna write down all these things I want to make sure I said, and my guys are like, no, validate what you're gonna tell people by speaking from your heart. And that is actually my very first vision quest. That was the name I was given. Speaks his heart. And so if I came this morning with something prepared, something rehearsed, I would be kind of undermining my own message. So we are in this together. I'm not better than anyone. I don't know any more than anyone else does. But I have experience and wisdom I have garnered over the years. And you're witnessing me having to apply all the things I believe, all the things I have been training my entire life for. Like I said, I'm a shaman. My job, my vocation, my career is based on working in the unseen realms. Working in the spirit realms, however you want to think of it, and seeing the real, true change that happens when we actually apply thoughts, prayers, action. You know, a lot of people, there's a lot about, you know, we tend to put things, we divide things in half, good and bad, and we tend to, like, recently it's like thoughts and prayers. It's like, no, we need action. But life is not an either or. Life is a both and. And before we have action, we have to have the thoughts. We have to have the prayers. We have to have the inspiration. Otherwise, we're not making true change. We're just recycling the same old patterns over and over. So, I am here to tell you, I have been working in the unseen realms, like I said, for decades. Power of prayer, the power of intention is real. And it is literally awesome. It is awesome. Not just, oh, cool, dude, you know, but it is powerful. It is awe-inspiring. And if nothing else, that's what I'm here to remind you today, is that the power of the unseen is beyond measure. The power of you is beyond measure. Um, okay, before I get any further in, I want to set sacred space. I'm going to call in the spirits to hold this light and this love around us, this higher frequency energetic container, so that we can focus, that we can do our work. And normally I use my drum to do that, but today, because there is so much confusion, that's just it, confusion. There's good, bad, dark, light, all these different possibilities swirling around. And the rattle, one of the purposes of a rattle is to scatter energy, to clear energy. A drum brings things together. A rattle clears. It breaks up. So in order to break up all the illusions and the fears and the despair, I'm going to call sacred space with my rattle so that we can bring in the truth. We can bring in a moment of peace, a moment of centeredness, despite whatever else is going on. Hi, Thomas. I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to get any food for you. My friend Thomas the Crow is over there waiting for his handout, but I didn't have time to get anything. So anyway, let me call in our sacred space. And I don't think I said this yet, but thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for adding your energy, your magic to these intentions, to this ceremony, to the meditation we're going to do in a little bit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Spirits of the earth. Spirits of the air. Spirits of the fire. Spirits of the water. Spirits of the upper world. Spirits of the lower world. Compassionate spirits of the middle world. The fae. The spirits of the land. The ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Wow. All right. So what I was saying, it's easy for us. I'm not going to go into what has happened in the political world, what's going on with America. But circumstances and happenings have, how do I put this? I'm trying to speak from neutrality, but things have happened that kind of seem to be steering our country in an unwanted direction. And because it's scary, because there's emotions and despair and fear woven into it, everyone's focusing on that unwanted future, which only gives it more power. But at this stage, right now, it is smoke and mirrors. It is intimidation. It isn't real. And so, over the past weekend, I was at a shamanic gathering, and we did a lot of journey work and healing. And when I did this journey, one of my guides is this wise bear. I call her grandmother. And she appeared to me, and what she said was, do not let the appearance of things discourage you or put you into despair. And it was like she reached in and she just opened her chest, opened her body, and became the cave, like the cave that bear goes into in the wintertime to regroup, to dream of what bear wants to find come springtime. And she was like, you are all in the cave, you are all in the womb of the mother. That's why it's dark. There's no clear path forward, because it's great mystery. We haven't created it yet, but there are infinite numbers of paths forward. There are an infinite number of possibilities, realities, and futures waiting for us. And so don't let the appearances cause you despair, because at this moment it's still illusion, and it's like every single person on the planet is creating their own personal future based on what's going on around them. It's like we're trying to take every person's possible future and put it into one big future. We're trying to adapt, like, oh, this person's doing that, so my future's going to look like this. And it's like, no, it's all illusion right now. It's all part of the dream. It's a nightmare in some aspects. But we still have power. The worst thing we can do is go into cynicism and despair and think, well, that's it. Country's over. It was good while we had it. Or, you know, doom and gloom. Because that feeds into that future, and we unknowingly strengthen and give power to the future we do not want. Like the old saying goes, energy flows where consciousness goes. And now I'm not saying that we need to ignore what's going on. We can't just pretend. This isn't about happy, happy, joy, joy, rainbows and unicorns. Let's ignore it and it'll go away. That is not what I am saying. What I'm saying is there is an infinite power within you. And those of you who are light workers, who are readers, healers, empaths, all of those and more, you have been doing the work. You have been training your entire life for times like this. And what happens is we start to heal ourselves. We start to come to a place of feeling our power, seeing real change in our individual worlds, knowing that, okay, well, if I need that money, I can manifest it, right? But then we get overwhelmed by what's going on in the bigger world. And like, oh crap, you know, my piddly little life doesn't really do anything. And how am I supposed to change that? We live in a web of life. We live in a web. The universe is a web of connection. Everything is one. Everything is connected. And if you think of a spider web, right? If you had a spider web and you lift one point of that spider web, the entire web lifts. And the more places you can pick up that spider web at the same time, the higher the entire web goes. So our job is to go within. Like I said, I work in the unseen realms. My job is in the unseen realms. And I am here to tell you I have seen miracles, countless miracles, and I have outlived countless prophecies of doom. And I believe with every fiber of my being that we are going to get through whatever this stuff is. And that's what we're gonna do pipe ceremony, and then we're gonna go right into a meditation to call back our power, to call back that infinite power within us. The thing is, the place where we kind of get it wrong is we still see separation, my world and that world. But that world outside is a reflection of the world within you. You don't have to bang down doors. You don't have to change people out there. And I know this, a lot of this sounds trite. A lot of this, if you're not a light worker, if you've never experienced these things, it just sounds kind of woo-woo. But I promise you, this stuff works. And what we need to do, I'm feeling really scattered today still, so I apologize for that. Thank you for your patience in listening. If we can manifest things in our own little world, right? We learn these spiritual principles. We learn the mechanics of the quantum universe, of the holographic universe, and how everything is connected, and how we can affect change in our own lives, right? We're graduating. We're at the next step now. This is the boss of level 1. And we're leveling up to level 2. And so we have to take all the skills and all the wisdoms, all the experience, everything that we've learned up to this point and apply it. And yes, we need action, but alignment comes first. Thought, prayer, meditation, whatever you want to call it, comes first. We have to align the spirit and the unseen world first, and then we get, because we're in line, because we're inspired, we're passionate, our actions are inspired. Everything is, thanks Valerie, yeah, call in Artemis. Artemis is one of my main deities I work with. Thank you, that was helpful, thank you. Everything we do to create our own bubble of reality works on the bigger scale, right? It's fractals, like the spiral. Take the spiral. The spiral is the oldest sacred symbol we have, and everything in nature, in the universe, exists in a spiral, some form or other. From the biggest super galaxies to thunderstorms and hurricanes, flowers, pine cones, seashells, our DNA. It's as above, so below. And so everything that happens on the microcosm affects the macrocosm. And it sounds simplistic, and we've been raised with logic and action, and but this is the way of true change. I did a ceremony last night. I feel like I was so much more eloquent, but we need to call our power back and know that if we can change our own personal worlds, we can change the bigger world. Because like the spiral that aligns us and connects us to every living thing, to all of humanity, it's like, think of the world as an anthill. Each of us came here with our own specific talents and passions, and you don't have to fix the world. You don't have to carry the world. You just take care of your own world. Your job is to align first, and then to do whatever action then is inspired. And to trust that there are billions of us doing the same thing. And the more we do it ourselves, the more we raise ourselves into the reality where more and more people are doing that. And it lifts and it lifts and it lifts. It's a cascade effect. And one of the things I was saying last night was that one of our main jobs is to follow, like Joseph Campbell said, we need to follow our bliss. We have to find those things that are joyful, rather than, okay, we have to push and we have to fight and we have to do this, and then I can enjoy myself, then I can have fun. It's like, no, we need to find that joy. Joy is a sign that we are raising our frequencies, that we are, you know, like Einstein said, a problem cannot be solved with the same energy that created that problem. We have to spread our wings and rise above, and we do that by joy, by passion. And that gives us that perspective to see things that we couldn't see before. We're looking at the world two-dimensionally. And we don't need to know what the solution is. We just need to have faith that there is a solution. More than faith, we have to know it. We have to feel it. We have to go into the darkness and sit with the darkness until the light appears. We are going into the bear cave. We are going into the dream time. But we get to decide what reality we're going to take out of that darkness into the light of day. Because I'm not saying things as well as I thought I did last night, I urge you to watch my video from July 3rd, my sacred pipe ceremony. It was channeling, things were coming through, and it made me feel better. It made me inspired. But we've got this. Even if you personally don't have the answer, even if you can't personally change the will of the people or of the government, by aligning yourself with the highest possible timeline, the highest possible vibration of yourself, you raise yourself. It's like realities are in layers, and the more we raise ourselves into a different timeline. I know this is starting to get kind of woo-woo or sci-fi, but as you raise yourself, you connect with those who are also rising in consciousness. And it's like that saying in the Bible about where two or more are gathered, you know, spirit is present. And the more each of us do our work to center ourselves, and let me say something else, that I'm not saying to not feel the fear. I'm not saying to avoid the despair. When it comes up, feel it. Tell yourself, you have my permission to feel this in my body. You are allowed to feel this. And feel it and allow it to leave. Because, you know, and I always use affirmations like, the universe is unfolding in perfect harmony. I am perfectly taken care of. Only good can come of this. Everything always works out for me. That's the big one. That's one that Abraham Hicks talks about a lot. Everything is always working out for me. But what good is it if everything is working out for you in your little world and the whole world is on fire, right? Everything is working out for me includes the bigger picture. Everything is working out for me is getting in such alignment that not only are you getting that extra paycheck or meeting that special person or getting the new car, the government is coming into what you raise yourself into the reality where the government is falling into alignment, that people are waking up. And there are more people waking up on the planet right now than ever before. There's a woman I follow on YouTube. Her name is Jonna Jensen. And she lives in Sweden. She does these videos about her life on the top of the world in this little cabin, the snow and the ice and the mosquitoes. And she recently achieved 4 million followers. And what she did at that point was she turned it around and she told her followers, if you could say one thing to 4 million people at the same time, what would you say? And people started sending videos, and she put together a video. It's like these little couple of minute clips of all these different people. The video itself is like an hour long, and that is only a fraction of the one she got. But every message from some individual from all around the planet is talking about love, about unity, about, you know, being one planet, one tribe, that we have to work together, we have to love ourselves, we have to love each other. It is one of the most inspiring things. So if I remember, I will try to put the link to that video in the comments once we're done here. But I highly recommend that video, because that is ground zero. That is baseline of what is changing in the world. This upper stuff of political fights and things, you know, world on fire, etc. it's always been here, but it's being forced to the surface like a fever. And we have to continue that groundswell, so that the fear and the intimidation that seems to be working right now on a lot of people breaks open like a fever breaking, and we bring hope. And the thing is, like I said, you yourself do not have to solve this problem. You yourself do not have to know what the solution is. But by holding the light, by holding love, by holding that higher vibration, keeping hope alive, knowing there is a completely harmonious solution, knowing the universe is unfolding in perfect harmony, that only good can come of this, you raise the collective vibration of the planet. And you make it easier for someone, somewhere, or a bunch of, like a group somewhere, to come up with this brilliant plan of how to shift and change things. Like I said, we can't change the problem, we can't fix the problem with the same energy that created it. We have to come from a higher place. And by raising the frequency of the planet, we make it inevitable that some genius, someone somewhere, is going to have the inspired action that then we can all get behind and follow and support. We are not out of it at all. We are not hopeless. Things have been changing and growing and shifting. This is the dark night of the soul, as a country, as a planet. But we will come through it. Every fiber of my being tells me that we will come through this. And it'll be in ways that we can't even imagine now. It's like, there's gonna be like, you know, we don't, again, like we've learned through creative visualization, like we've learned through manifesting. You set that intention, and then you let go of the outcome. You don't know what it's gonna look like. You don't know how it's gonna come about. That's not your job. Your job is to hold the vision of that, of what you want to feel like in that moment. And then the universe changes the world, shifts the world to follow your vision. So our job right now is to hold that vision of a world united, of a world of love. Imagine all the people living life in peace, right? And it's not just sitting around just playing as spiritual leaders, spiritual people, and pretending that everything's okay or hoping everything will work out. This is real spiritual action. This is spiritual warriorship. It's not in fighting what is wrong or fighting what is evil. It is holding the light and the intention for the highest good of all beings. Not just some, not just the good guys, not just the Republicans or just the Democrats. This is for the highest good of everyone. Every person is holy. Every person is sacred. Every person has the same amount of divinity within them. That's who they are. What they do is because of fear or love. But humans are elementally good. We are herd animals, community-oriented animals. It's hardwired into us to love our neighbor, to take care of others. Look at any disaster. There's always more love coming in than anything else. People rush in to help. That's hardwired in. And so we have to trust that deep, deep primal part of us to take care of our tribe. And our tribe is global now. But we do that by focusing on our own life, setting our own intentions. For instance, rather than trying to change, setting intentions to change the laws or to change the people or change the politicians or whatever, call forth the feeling you want to feel, what it's going to feel like when you hear that, when we come to the other side of this and everything is perfect, everything is resolved. Bring in that feeling of resolution. That is how we change the future. We don't focus on the individual actions, the individual people. Just when you're trying to manifest, your soulmate or whatever, you can't focus on one person. You focus on the feeling, the resonance that you want to find in that relationship. So focus on the resonance of what you want to feel in that world. And you hold that. That's where the warriorship comes in. No matter what the world shows you, no matter what opinions come up or things that try to distract you or dissuade you, you know the truth because it comes from within you. The truth is in your heart. Your heart is your authority. And your heart is what connects you to all of humanity. So when you have that inspired action, act, because it comes from your heart. And your heart is a computer that already has taken into account, connected to the whole internet of the human race, and knows exactly what you need to do, your own little world, in order to help support the bigger world. This is not hopeless. We can do this. I promise you. I promise you. So, that all said, let's go into our pipe ceremony. And if anyone is watching this who has never been to a pipe ceremony, let me explain why this is so appropriate right now. 19 generations ago, the Great Sioux Nation, the Lakota people, all the different bands had gathered together because it was a time of drought, it was a time of famine. Game was scarce, water was scarce. all the tribe they were bickering within themselves. They were starving, and they didn't know what they were going to do. And so the chief took his 2 best scouts, and he said, you go out until you find game, until you find buffalo. Don't come back until you have meat to bring the people, until you know where the game herds are. So these 2 scouts go out, and at one point they're out looking, it's like there's no game anywhere, there's nothing. And then they see something on the horizon coming toward them. And as it gets closer, they realize it's a white buffalo. There's a white buffalo coming toward them across the prairie. And as it got closer, it transformed into this beautiful woman in white buckskin, beaded dress, and she kept walking toward them. And one of the men saw her and got lustful thoughts, wanted her for his own. He wanted to own her. Blue heron just flew by. Thank you. And he had all these thoughts of possession and control and wanting her for his own. And so when she finally got up to them, she kind of waved that man to her, and he was like, oh boy. And so he went up to her, and as he approached, this whirlwind of dust and smoke swirled up around them, and they were gone for a moment in that whirlwind, and then it dissipated, and it was just the woman standing there, and the bones of that man were laying at her feet, bleached as if they had been there for years. And then she waved the other guy over, the other man who recognized her the way she glided across the prairie, and through her radiance, that she must have been she has to be a spirit being. She is a spirit woman. So he approached her, his heart in his throat, and she told him that because of the truth in his heart, that he was allowed to carry her message and to take this message back to the tribe, to the chief, and let them know that she was coming, and to prepare a lodge for her. So this scout headed back to the tribe, went straight to the chief, told him exactly what had happened, said this white buffalo calf woman is coming, we need to prepare. So the chief had everyone strike the camp, and they took all the individual lodges and made one giant lodge that could fit the entire camp. And they waited. And soon, white buffalo calf woman showed up at the door of the tent, the door of the lodge, and she carried with her a bundle wrapped in deer hide. And she walked in, and she walked clockwise around the perimeter of the lodge like 7 times before stopping in front of the chief and presenting him this medicine bundle. The chief unwrapped it, and there was the very first sacred pipe, the chanupa, the white buffalo calf pipe, that is still being held by Chief Orville Looking Horse, who is the 19th generation holder of the pipe. And she told the people how to smoke the pipe in a sacred manner, how to honor the pipe, and she gave them 7 ceremonies, all with a pipe at the center of all of them. And as she explained to them, the stem is the divine masculine, the bowl is the divine feminine, When we put it together, it is all of creation. This is divine presence. And furthermore, the red of the stone of the pipe is the red of the blood of all nations. This pipe, also known as the peace pipe, the purpose is to bring humanity together. Unification. That's why this is so appropriate today. The same blood flows through every person. And that is what we are invoking when we smoke the pipe together. And she stayed with the people for a time, taught them the ceremonies, taught them how to smoke the pipe. And then one day she left, and as she walked away, the people watched her go, and she turned into a yellow buffalo. And walked a little further, and she turned into a red buffalo. She went a little bit further, and she turned into a black buffalo. And then finally she went a little further, and she turned into a white buffalo. Those are the colors of the medicine wheel, right? And those are the 4 races of humans: the red, the white, the black, the yellow. We are here to heal that sacred hoop that enfolds all of humanity. So that is why the pipe is so appropriate today. That is why I smoke the pipe. That is that's my intention every time I do this ceremony. So what the ceremony will look like, just so you can kind of follow along, the first thing I'm going to do is light some sage, and I'm going to smudge everything here on my altar. Then I'm going to say a prayer with my pipe asking permission to smoke in this place at this time. And assuming that the answer will be yes, I will put it together. Then I will fill the pipe, the bowl, with 4 pinches of tobacco. And that part I do out loud, so you'll hear the prayers, the offerings I make at that time. Then I have a song that White Buffalo Calf woman, who for whatever reasons of her own decided to be one of my spirit guides like 15-ish years ago, gave me a song to share before every ceremony that I facilitate. So I will sing that song once the pipe is filled. Then I will light the pipe, and you'll see me, this next part is in silence. You'll see me offering the pipe and blowing a breath blessing to the 4 directions: Father Sky, Mother Earth, to all our relations, and to Great Spirit. Then I will pause for a moment with the stem to my forehead, the bowl to my heart. Then I come back, I will relight the pipe, so it'll probably have gone out by then, and I will take a great big breath, and I will blow it straight at my camera. And that is a blessing coming to you from the Tobacco Nation, from Spirit, from my heart, through my camera, by the magic of the holographic universe and the internet, through whatever device you're watching this on, even if you're watching this after the fact, and to your heart. And that is the point where you want to say your biggest, bestest prayers, set your biggest, bestest intentions, because that is the smoke that will carry your prayers to Great Spirit. Then I'm not sure yet, I'm going to just go with the flow, but I'm probably going to do some more smoke blessings. I might invoke different things and different prayers out. I'll say that out loud so that you can add your energy and your prayers and hopes to that. And then okay, I was going to end the pipe ceremony and then go into a guided meditation, but my guide just said to, like, at that point, go into the meditation still with the pipe joined, still in divine presence. So that we're going to do a guided meditation. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm just going to trust the flow. But to find our own, to call back our own power, to connect to all of humanity, and to send those vibes out through the internet of the human race. And then we'll come back, I will say another prayer, I will sing another song, and then we will take the pipe apart. So, yeah. Thank you again for joining me. I know I was kind of long-winded today, longer than normal, but I hope it is helpful. I hope it's inspiring. Just at least a little bit. If it can just give one person a glimmer of hope, that's all I ask for. So, let's do the ceremony. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Oh. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tawabin, Shanadisi, Majikiwas, and Waboose, there is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all our relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo Kaplan, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Yo. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. For the unity of all nations, all people, that we can rise within, be the light that we are to each other, to ourselves. To the hearts of all those in power that they awaken to who they truly are, the divinity within, see what they are doing, what they are causing, and act in the highest possible way. To the growing, swelling movement of love, peace, sovereignty of each individual, growing, expanding, supporting each other and the whole of humanity. To all the angels, the deities, particularly Athena, the goddess of justice, the goddess of democracy, be with us, support us, inspire within us the right actions for the highest benefit of all beings. We pray to our ancestors who have dreamt of a world of peace, a world free of struggle, wanting a bigger, better world for their children and their grandchildren. Thank you for supporting us with your dreams. Strengthen us with the courage and the strength to walk forward in our power to create a world of unity, a world of peace, a world of dreams. We call out to our descendants on the other side of this challenge, our descendants of the highest vibrational timeline possible, to reach your hands back, take our hands, draw us forward to our best possible future for the highest benefit of all beings. Inspire us, lead us in our actions that we may meet you in our future. We call on the power of one, the reality beneath this reality, the reality of oneness, of source, of the collective, working together, working in communion, supporting each other as one family, one tribe, one world. We call on Creator, Great Spirit, Goddess, God, the Divine Source, that which is beyond us, that we are made of, that we are connected to. Source Creator, who has every plan, knows the best, wisest steps forward. Empower us, allow us to embody you with your wisdom, to step forward out of the old patterns into the new, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Okay, so within this sacred space, the space beyond time, beyond space, if your eyes are not already closed, close them softly, or softly gaze at something. Take a deep breath in, and let it go. Take another deep breath in, and let it go. And as your breath goes back to its normal rhythm, on the inhales, if you can think to yourself and feel the energy of the earth up to your heart, through your spine. Feel that energy of the earth rising through your spine to your heart. Earth up. And as you exhale, draw down the sky, the power of spirit. Feel it entering the crown of your head, down your spine to your heart. Earth up, sky down. Earth up, sky down. Earth up, sky down. Here in this moment, poised between earth and sky, between physical and spirit. Feeling the divine forces swirling in our hearts, lighting up like a star, spreading out to every cell in our body, every pixel of energy in our energy field, spreading out beyond the room or the area we're sitting. Feel it expanding out, 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 till it envelops the town, the city you're in, until it envelops the country you are in, till it envelops the entire hemisphere that you are in. And finally, feel your energy, your divine love, your divine essence enveloping the entire planet. Feel your heart. Feel the web of your heart. Every piece of love, every piece of light you are now holding, going out on every thread of that web, touching every heart of every living thing. Feel your vibration rising. Feel that web, that spider web. You're picking it up. You're raising it. and thus raising the entire web. Inspiring without words, without knowing each other, without contact physically. You send inspiration for others to find their own divine light, their own divine heart, to act and to speak with right action. We transmute the energy of fear, the energy of despair. That is the coal we use to light the fire of freedom, of independence, sovereignty of each individual as a part of the whole for the highest benefit, calling forth the highest vibrational timeline for the highest benefit of all beings. And in this place, in this moment, in this light of your divine self, call forth the highest and best vibrational reality for yourself, the highest vibrational timeline, that you have everything you need to support yourself. You have the money, the food, the friends, the inspiration to take right action, whatever that may be. Carrying your own small part of the puzzle, knowing that we are all bringing our own to the table. Letting go of your responsibilities to heal the world, taking the world off your shoulder. Embrace the world, don't carry it. We work from these inside realms, these unseen realms that have everything to do with what manifests physically. The energy, the thought, the love, the dreams. We open the door for the dreams of all humanity, for a world of peace, a world where everyone's needs are met, where respect and honor of the individual autonomy is applauded and prioritized, where we know ourselves as one. We see ourselves as one with the world rather than one apart from the world. Feel that power coursing through you right now. Feel that light. Feel the love of humanity. The Namaste, the divine in me, sees the divine in every single person. Bringing awareness to those who live in darkness, bringing light to those who live in the dark, transmuting the coal of despair and fear into the light of freedom, the light of love, connection, unity. We are this powerful. You are this power. You are the physically manifested divine presence and power of God, of Goddess, of Creator, of Great Spirit. Feel that. And without letting go of that sense of power, that sense of identity, your own unique vibration within the orchestra of the universe, bring that back. Start to become aware of your body once more. Bring the vibration down to where you can handle it physically. Ask your guides, ask your power animals, ask your angels if you need to bring that vibration to a place where you can once more embody it in physical form, yet know your connection to all things. Bring yourself back to your physical body, to this moment, whatever place, whatever room, whatever building you're in, whatever outdoors. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and tap on your legs, your shoulders. Bring yourself back to physical reality. And in your own time, at your own pace, when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Coming back completely awake and aware and whole. Grandfather, grandmother, eagle, we send another voice. Thank you for these moments of clarity, these moments of power, not power above, power over, but the power within, the power of remembering, the power of unity, the power of being independent together. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for clearing the path to a better world, clearing our paths to the highest vibrational possible future, the highest vibrational possible world. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ihi la ihi ho. Ihi la ihi ho. Ihi la ihi ho. Ihi, ihi, ihi la ihi ho. Ihi la ihi ho. Ihi la ihi ho. Ihi. Oh. Take the time to come back completely. That was, holy crap, powerful. I don't know what you're feeling, but I know what I am feeling. I feel empowered. I feel lit up. That is the purpose of ceremony. To remember that power within and to bring it forth, to create true change and true healing in the world. As each of us heals, as each of us awakens, we awaken and we heal the world. Never doubt your power. Never doubt your effect on the world. Believe in yourself. Believe in the universe that believes in you. And know that as we set these intentions and we heal, the universe supports us in the highest possible manner. So sit with this, as long as you need to. Ground. If you've got any dark black stones like obsidian or hematite, sit with those for a little bit to ground. Bring yourself back fully into this world. And then let's go change the world. Let's go heal the world. Let's go shining. So, thank you for joining me. I used my rattle to set sacred space to disperse the confusion and the darkness and all of the things swirling. But I am going to release our sacred space with my drum, because it's the beat of the drum, the heartbeat of the earth, our heartbeats that unite, that bring together the rhythm of the world, the rhythm of truth, of freedom. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land, all our descendants, all our ancestors, all our spirits, power animals, angels, deities, the Creator. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done. You are always welcome in our circles. Thank you for continuing to carry us, to inspire us, to draw us forward for the highest benefit of all beings. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. I just noticed some other people came in at the last minute. We're just finishing up. I am going to share this to my Facebook page if you missed the main part. It's really powerful. It's worth listening to. I am so humbled by this work. And I hope, like I said earlier, I hope you were able to feel just a fraction of the power of the energy I felt, and just at least a fraction of inspiration. You are powerful. You are here for a reason. If you are here in this moment, at this time, on this planet, you came here to heal the planet. So please share this video as far as you can. Use this time, your own, whatever you got, whatever inspiration, to move forward, to claim your power, to step into your power, and to truly heal and change this world. We can do it. That's what we came here to do. And like Joan of Arc says, I am not afraid. I was born to do this. So until I see you again, know that I love you, that I see you, that I honor you. Let's change the world, everybody. Go shining. All right. Bye for now.